Luzonians.
On October 18, 1587, a resilient band of Filipinos etched their footprints into North American soil, becoming the continent's inaugural Asian visitors. Yes, long before the Puritans unloaded their theological baggage at Plymouth Rock, and before Pocahontas became a corporate mascot, and centuries before avocado toast ascended to brunch royalty, a group of overtaxed Filipino sailors stumbled ashore, their determination undiminished by the fresh challenges that awaited them. Their motley crew was under the command of Pedro de Unamuno, a Spanish explorer with the ambition of Christopher Columbus and the logistical finesse of a toddler with an IKEA manual. This event, monumental as it was, barely rippled the vast pond of America's historical consciousness. The national psyche seems to have collectively shrugged. Behold the Manila Galleons, 16th century globalization's answer to Amazon Prime, minus the 2-day delivery and with bonus scurvy. These creaky leviathans traversed oceans laden with silks, spices, and Spain's imperial delusions. Filipinos were conscripted to endure back-breaking labor for a cause as foreign to them as churros were to the Chumash. Unamuno, their intrepid captain, was the quintessential overachiever. He juggled bureaucratic red tape, confiscated ships, and enough existential crises to fuel a midlife memoir. His crew resembled the United Nations of the Age of Sail. Spaniards, Filipinos, and even a Japanese boy, all united by the singular goal of not meeting a watery end. Their diverse backgrounds added a rich layer to the historical narrative. Upon reaching Morro Bay, Unamuno's team literally wasted no time staking their claim by erecting a cross and declaring the land for Spain. The Chumash, local stewards of the land, watched with what was likely a blend of curiosity and palpable side-eye. Attempts at cultural exchange fizzled faster than an awkward blind date, ensuring that any peaceful aspirations remained hypothetical. Don't romanticize this as some idyllic meeting of civilizations. The landing was less a handshake across cultures and more a prelude to the imperialist parade of horror. Crosses as territorial flags, discovery as a pretext for conquest, and a foreshadowing of the colonial chaos soon to engulf the continent. Squint hard enough, and you can almost hear Manifest Destiny's engine sputtering to life. History loves its loud protagonists, and the 1587 landing barely whispers in America's cacophonous origin story. Yet, the significance of this event cannot be understated. We gravitate toward pilgrim hats and turkey-laden lore while Unamuno's Filipino sailors, the first Asian visitors to North America, languish in the historical equivalent of a low-budget B-movie's credits. This moment should resonate for Filipino Americans, a quiet proclamation that their heritage predates America itself. But the legacy is complicated. These sailors were both cogs in Spain's imperial machine and victims of it, caught in a system that demanded their labor while erasing their humanity. History, ever the trickster, juxtaposes pride and pain in a narrative as warped as a funhouse mirror. What can Morro Bay teach a world addicted to fast takes and faster Wi-Fi? For starters, globalization didn't arrive with Instagram influencers. Its roots stretch back to the unsung toilers of the past, people like these Filipino sailors, who worked, suffered, and unwittingly laid the groundwork for a globalized world. It also underscores how non-European contributions are systematically sidelined, leaving rich narratives to gather dust on the margins. Morro Bay isn't just a footnote, it's a nudge, a reminder to widen our historical lens beyond the usual suspects of Plymouth and Jamestown. Picture a ragged crew of sailors sunburned and starving, stumbling onto a rocky California coast, unwitting extras in a story that history barely acknowledges. Their cross was a beacon of hope and a warning flare of imperialism's shadow. The Chumash they encountered were not passive witnesses to discovery, but the rightful heirs of a land falsely declared new. This wasn't some sanitized hallmark moment of cultural unity. It was messy, absurd, and profoundly human. A chaotic blend of ambition, misunderstanding, and blind faith. And therein lies its value. This isn't just a first landing to check off a timeline, but a snapshot of history's messy, magnificent folly. We remember it not for its perfection, but for its imperfection, a reminder that there's something worth preserving even in chaos.
So, you've endured a slice of the RPTM podcast. We're not saying we aimed to tickle your funny bone, but we wouldn't mind if a chuckle accidentally slipped out. And hey, if we managed to wring a tear or two from those ducts of yours, that's just a bonus. If, against all odds, you found this episode remotely captivating, consider sparing a thumbs upward motion and indulge in the grand gesture of subscribing. Who knows, you might subject yourself to more of our potentially mind-stirring tete-a-tete in the future.